Hi friends, we are going to study the research methodology today in a quick video. Let us see what is research. Research, we are going to study meaning, characteristics and importance. Basically, research is developing new concepts, methodologies and understanding. So whoever the researcher is, he would be aiming to develop some new concepts, develop some new methodologies, come out with a solution whatever problem he's undertaken for the study, and to come out with a new understanding. So research is basically art of a scientific investigation. It is regarded as a systematic efforts to gain new knowledge. Research is an organized and systematic way of finding answers to the questions. No research would be carrying out without having any scientific or the systematic approach. So one has to understand it is a requirement of the research is to have the systematic procedure. How are you going to find out the solutions? It has a set of procedures and steps which one can follow. And a dictionary meaning, it is a careful investigations or inquiry, especially through the search for the new facts in any branch of knowledge. Research is not only carried out in one branch diagnostic and any clinical. It is carried out in every branch of knowledge. So this is the basic meaning of the research. Let us see the characteristics. Research should have a problem and the questions. It basically originate with certain problems and a question, so that we can start solving those problem or a question which has been undertaken. It should have a clear-cut goal, otherwise we will be moving aimless. It should have a systematic plan and procedure which we have discussed. It divides main problem into small part to solve each one systematically. It is guided by the specific problem, questions and hypothesis. Hypothesis is an assumption or a statement which researcher has to prepare before he start doing the research, so that he can come to a conclusion. Yes, whatever research I have done, whether it has come true or it has gone fall what was I aim. Research should have certain assumptions. Basically in all branches, in fact, they should design certain assumptions, certain statements. Then only they can start with the research, and then they can check the validation of their research. It requires collection and interpretation of data. It is cyclical in nature. Research cannot be, get over once you are done with certain projects or a certain problem. That problem might have got over to that particular situation, but tomorrow when there is a new situation occurs, when the new event occurs, your research, your finding cannot be applicable to that circumstances. So research is something which is cyclical. It has to be always carried out with the new variables, with the new events, with the new circumstances. It is not only compilation of theories and facts. People cannot put all the theories and facts into the document and publish it as a research. Absolutely not. Research is finding out a solution. Research is finding out a concrete solution to the problem which is taken under the study, and no doubt they can take example of theories and the facts which are associated with that research. So these are the basically characteristics of a research. I hope you all have understood this. Now let us see quickly the importance. Every branch has got a research, has got importance of the research. Basically it removes the gap between the available knowledge and the new generated knowledge. Every problem have got a certain history. So one researcher, whenever he is trying to solve the problem, he or she has to first understand what are the research associated with it or information associated with it, so they can start studying from considering that as a base, and then they can try to remove the gap between the available knowledge and the knowledge which they are creating new, or they want to create a new. It provides the accurate and the scientific solution. It gives practical knowledge, very important. When we look into the the problem or the solution, we always try to give me the practical solution. For example, a company is going to the losses, and the company, of course there are so many theories where how company can overcome to this problem, but somebody has to give the practical solution with the circumstances of that company is facing. So research it gives a practical knowledge to that particular problem. It is used in all areas. As I was telling you, the research is not something which is carried out in only one area. You take any area, research is required, like pure science, social science, marketing, finance, legal, every area requires research. It gives various methods for systematically data collection. Research requires huge data collection, huge. Of course, it depending upon the problem and the length of that particular period. But when you are considering that particular period, you should collect the data. Now there are various methods of collection of data, primary and secondary, that we will be studying some other videos. It explains the cause and effect relationship, why this has happened and what are the variables which has caused this particular incident to happen. So research is finding out the cause and effect relationship. It assists to understand the nature and the natural phenomenon. Like there are descriptive research, exploratory research, there are many types of research are there. So it helps us to understand what is the nature of that particular problem, what is the natural phenomenon of that particular event or that particular person, of that particular object. So it gives that particular understanding. Then it helps to improve the practice in the respective field. So these are the importances. Then let us see the objectives. As I was telling you, research has got a many types. So it gives you the along with that types to explore your ideas, to gain the familiarity with the phenomenon, or to achieve new insights into it. That is called as exploratory research. Let us see more detail into it. A survey is sent to a given set of audience to understand their opinions about the size of mobile phones when they purchase one. Based on such information, organization can dig deeper into the topic and make business related decisions. A particular, even for example, a shopkeeper is trying to understand that what kind of age the people are buying mobile of which size, or what type of mobile do they prefer. Like for example, a youngster who has aged between 15 to 25 are buying which type of mobile, which size do they prefer. Or the people who are aged, what type of mobile do they prefer? Do they prefer the long size, the bigger one, or the smaller size of mobile? So this could give this could explain basically to a shopkeeper to purchase and the stock mobile as per the customers, the behavior, as per the customers, all these purchasing. So it is exploring the phenomenon and he can take decision based on it. Another, that is a descriptive research. Descriptive research is the characteristic of a particular situation or a group. Like we have discussed here, the people who are aged between the 18 to 25 has got a behavior, has got a the tendency to buy mobile of particular size. So if we go into the detail, in that also you can make a homogeneous group, heterogeneous group. Girls would prefer which type of mobile, then boys would prefer which type of mobile. What is their tendency while buying a mobile? Do they buy mostly from the online, or do they buy directly visiting from the shop? So descriptive research is describing to a particular situation and a group. Another, that is a diagnostic research. Diagnostic research is understanding the cause and effect relationship which we have seen, and something which occurs with whatever it is associated with it. Like today's condition, under today's pandemic situation, we could analyze. It is a diagnostic research, in fact, that why it has happened, why it's even whatever the research and whatever the statements are coming in front of us, we have to understand, or the researchers would will try to understand it has happened because of what, because of which reason. So diagnostic research is relating associated factors with it and effect of those associating factors with it. And another last objective of the research to the test hypothesis of a relationship between the variables. As we have seen in the diagnostic, why this has happened, what are the causes behind it. So in the hypothesis, the researcher has to make the statement that yes, my research is going to be give these solution, and these are the solution which might disapprove, right? This might go fail. So researcher's main objective is to test the hypothesis which he has stated before he start the research. Like when you are, for example, in the clinical research, they are finding out one drug, so they will be having certain opinion in front of them, like yes, this particular study will give the medicine to this particular disease, or rather it will fail. So these are the main objective of research. I hope these are all clear. I have made it in a short way. So let us see some questions which you have to solve, and you can write it in comment box, or you can give it to the Google Classroom as well. What are the examples of the social research, clinical research, and the diagnostic research? Which you have to find out one example and put it in the comment box, and why research is important. Though we have listed some important factors in my slides, you can refer those, but apart from that, if you're finding like yes, research is important to gain new insights into that area, so you have to enlist those importances and again write it in the comment box. So I hope you have understood these 3 points which we have learned today, and whatever your doubts are there, please write it in comment box. I will reply to you in comment box. Also, we are going to use the Google Classroom, and subscribe to this channel, so whatever I'm going to come up with new videos, you will automatically get the first immediate link, and you can watch the particular topic. Thank you.